My name is Craig from Flying Wheels. Welcome to my Flying Wheels YouTube channel. If you've been following already, you know I absolutely love Jeep Wranglers. If you're new to the channel, now you know I absolutely love Jeep Wranglers. Well, 6 months ago, almost 7 months ago, I bought a brand new Jeep Wrangler with 185 miles. A 2021 Jeep Wrangler Sport S with 185 miles at an auction. I bought it. I couldn't help myself. And I saved $15,000 off the retail price. Well, fast forward 6 months later, I still have that Jeep. And I'm supposed to have sold it already because my job is to sell cars and make some money while doing it. I have that car still, and it has cost me an insane amount of money. So today's video is I'm going to tell you why that 2021 Jeep Wrangler with 185 miles has cost me so much money and why it's one of the cars I've had the longest in my entire parking lot. My name is Craig from Flying Wheels. Let's get going. So hey everyone, once again, Craig from Flying Wheels. I love Jeep Wranglers. 6 months ago, I bought a 21 Jeep Wrangler with 185 miles. It is still sitting here on my lot, and it has been an absolute headache the whole time, except for the nice days when I get to drive it. So before I get going, you might know what that is behind me. If you don't, that is the Nissan Skyline R33 GTST. RB25 turbo from Japan, just imported. New video coming up on that I'm super excited about because we are gonna make that thing unreal. But that's not what this video is about. This video is about my 21 Jeep Wrangler that you will see is finally no longer here after almost 7 months. Now, it has been an absolute headache for me, aside from nice days when I get to drive it, because it needed a ton of work. So let me rewind and go back to the beginning of the story. About a month and a half ago, I bought a 2021 Jeep Wrangler Sport S. It has an MSRP of over $42,000, and I got it for pennies on the dollar. I thought I stole this thing. I actually bought it from a dealer auction. And the weird thing is, why is a 2021 Jeep Wrangler with 150 miles at a dealer auction? That's a good question, and that is the million-dollar question. But I took a risk, I took a gamble, because sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and I really, on a 21 with 150 miles, how much can you really lose? So I bought it for about $10,000 less than the original MSRP. So here's the Jeep. It's an absolutely stunning model. A lot don't actually come with the color-matched fenders, which is what's really, really cool about this thing. It's on 35-inch BF Goodrich tires, which is actually a stock Jeep tire. You'll see it has the aftermarket wheels. It has the aftermarket bumpers with fog lights. It has the rear aftermarket bumper with reverse lights and the tow hooks. This thing's really, really nice. The backup camera. And on top of that, we have the larger infotainment system, power windows, power locks, the media ports. We have push to start and more. This Jeep only has 530 miles. The problem is we have a brake light, a traction light, we have a check engine light, an ABS light, a tire pressure light, we have an airbag light, and a seatbelt light. The hood is an aftermarket, color-matched hood. The grille has been done, LED headlights. This is a really, really nice Jeep with an MSRP of almost $42,000. Add for wheels and tires, add for hood, bumper, grille, rear bumper. All those things bump this thing up to well over $45,000, and I bought it with 130-ish miles, not 130,000, 130 miles. It still smells like a brand new Jeep. I know what you're saying, Craig, enough talking. What did you pay? Why is it so expensive to fix a Jeep with 500 miles? I'm gonna tell you. So imagine you wanna buy yourself a new Jeep. So you go to the Jeep dealer, you give them your ID, you get approved for financing, you find the Jeep you like, and you go for a test drive. You got the salesman in the car with you, everything is great, you love the Jeep, you picked out the one you want, you're chatting about everything you like, all of a sudden, BAM! You get hit by a deer. That's what happened to this Jeep. I checked the Carfax and I ran the history. I found out that there was a front end impact on the driver corner. On a test drive, the guy's driving along, a deer jumped in front of the car and hit the front clip, which ruined this fender, which ruined the hood, which ruined the grille, and ruined the wheel and the knuckle. So all of these things, bumper, fender, hood, grille, wheels, tire, all had to be replaced. Now, because it's a brand new Jeep, the stock wheels really aren't available. It's actually cheaper to buy a full set of aftermarket wheels and tires than it is to buy a new wheel and tire. It's probably the same price, and you can upgrade it and make it look a little cooler. While we're on the topic of Jeep Wranglers, I want to talk about this new partnership with Omaze. I've partnered with Omaze for their Corvette giveaway. This time is all about the Jeep Wranglers, but not just any Jeep Wrangler. This year, they're giving away a prize where you can win a custom Jeep Wrangler Rubicon 392 Hemi. Get this, maximum horsepower, 470 HPs. It accelerates from 0 to 60 in 4.5 seconds in a Jeep Wrangler. That's wild. Here's the kicker and the best part. They've partnered with a charity, St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital is leading the way the world understands, treats, and defeats childhood cancer. Its mission's clear: find cures. Your donation can support their groundbreaking research and cutting-edge work combating pediatric cancer, all while making sure families never receive a bill from St. Jude, because all a family should worry about is helping their child live. So make sure to go to Omaze/Flying Wheels for a chance to win this amazing Jeep Wrangler. This is something you don't want to miss out on. So here is the Carfax. See, there's the Carfax. Right here is front corner impact sensor, and it actually says damage to left front, disabling damage reported, vehicle towed, front airbag deployed. So it has a clean title on it. It is not a salvaged, branded, reconstructed title because it's only the front corner. I also have a friend that's a certified adjuster. He's an insurance appraiser, so I gave him the Jeep to make sure he could go through it and tell me anything it needed. So now we're talking impact sensors, the left seat belt, all kinds of stuff that it needed to be replaced that wasn't done by the person that did the actual physical repairs, so the stuff you can see. Now, once we replace all those parts, I'm going to send it back to the dealer to have them go through it, confirm it. That way we know what we're selling, we know we're selling something decent. Now, how did it end up in my possession? Well, a Jeep dealer isn't going to sell a brand new crashed Jeep. Literally, this thing has never been titled. It's still on an MSO, meaning no one has ever titled it in their name. There's still 0 owners. So if you pull the Carfax, it shows no owners, 1 accident. A Jeep dealer's not going to want that. They don't want the burden of having a 1 accident, 0 owner car and always having to tell the same old story over and over to everyone looking. But I do. I like that stuff. It's kind of interesting. It's kind of a cool story. It makes for a good video, and it's a great way to buy a brand new Jeep Wrangler, heavily discounted. So long story long, the Jeep dealer didn't want it anymore. So another dealer or an auto body shop or somebody bought it. And they kind of hacked up the repairs. They did what they needed to do to make it look presentable. Then I bought it and found the real headaches. And that was my responsibility to fix. So whoever bought it before me, bought it crashed, they replaced the hood, they replaced everything I already talked about. And they actually did a nice job because it looks really, really good. But they didn't do the detail work. They didn't do the finish work. And they just ran it through the auction where I bought it. So they kind of just did it to make it look good. And then they passed the buck down the road, and I am the guy down the road that ended up with it. And when I say they kind of just passed the buck down the road, I mean, I got stuck with it. They didn't do all the little intricacies like charge the AC. And I have an AC system, but my AC system isn't compatible with the 2021. So here I am at the Jeep dealer trying to figure out how to get the check engine light and all the lights off the dash, as well as charging the AC, and what is it going to cost me? Well, after I bought it, I found a bunch of problems that I couldn't fix. So I had to bring it to the dealer for them to go through it for me. Let's go inside and see what's up with this thing.
Well, our diagnosis shows that the ORC module that's currently in the vehicle is for a Gladiator. It's not for a JL Wrangler. So we have to order that. Unfortunately, it's on back order right now with no ETA. So we're going to have to wait until that comes in. We did get your refrigerant all charged up and ready to go.
Great.
And the airbag concern is due to the ORC module.
The check engine light, traction control, all those lights, my scanner wouldn't clear those. Did it need anything else, or was it just your computer took care of it?
We took care of it on our end. We reset all the modules for that.
Okay.
There is specialized equipment that's probably only available to the dealers currently that allows us to do that.
How much was it?
$564.99.
Okay. There she is.
ABS brakes. You've got the electronic stability control light on over here.
So, all right, because I get that they're all on because of the airbag light, because of the airbag control module, but I specifically asked if all the lights were off but the airbag light, and that's what I was told.
Yep.
So did I pay $530?
Most of the charge is for the AC charge, because the Freon is like crazy money.
All right.
I think I charged it 1 hour's
So I paid $391. All right, so $135 to diag.
Yeah.
And then $391 to charge the AC system?
That's right.
Wow. Okay.
That Freon is super expensive.
So it was $391 to charge the AC, which is insane. I could have bought the AC connectors for that amount, but he says the new refrigerant is highly flammable, and I don't know, there's a new refrigerant, I guess. I didn't realize. The problem is I have that Jeep sold. If the airbag light is on in New Hampshire, we can still put an inspection sticker on it. If the check engine light's on, I cannot. I specifically asked on the phone, are all the lights off besides the airbag light, which is what I was told. The airbag light's on, everything else is off. Not true. Every single light is still on the dash. I can't do anything with that Jeep until the control module. I can't even sell it because there's no inspection sticker. So the guy's gonna get it and not be able to pass emissions. So I'm $400 into a car that I can't have pass inspection until an out of stock part comes in, and they have no ETA. So I'm starting to understand why the dealer didn't actually want to sell that Jeep and ran it through the auction. Because parts are on back order. Why are they on back order? Because there's not enough people in the manufacturing plants. There's also literally not enough people to take the parts off the shelves. There's a shortage of drivers, etc., etc., etc. It's a trickle-down effect for everything. So a lot of parts are on back order, even for brand new cars. So a brand new car can't pass inspection, it can't be sold, which is why it was passed on at the auction over to me. By the way, let's take a minute to appreciate my 1985 Honda Goldwing that you guys asked about in my Corvette video. This is an 85 Goldwing, supposedly owned by Bob Ross's cousin. I guess, see the happy trees and everything, Bob Ross did the painting and then it was airbrushed on. I don't know how true the story is, but the registration did say Ross on the registration. I don't know. But this thing is super cool. Even still plays the cassette and has low mileage, and all digital odometers still work. This thing is really neat. That's neither here nor there. Let's get back to the Jeep video. The Jeep is back in my possession, and it cost me $565. Now, I have already done an ABS module. I had to replace this seatbelt. I had to replace the front impact sensors. I had to do a lot of work that I ordered the parts directly from the dealer, and then we did it in-house. So I'm just over $1,100 in accessory parts, control modules, and seatbelts, and labor and stuff to make this thing right. So now we don't even know when it's coming in. It's not like a 2-week back order. It's not a month back order. They just say, we have no idea. We'll just get it when we get it. It could be 3 months. We have no clue. So I told the buyer, I said, listen, they have everything done. All the lights are out except the airbag light. I'll let you know as soon as it comes in. You can come down, I'll put it in, or I'll send it up to you and you can put it in. It's pretty simple. The problem is this guy can't get inspected, which means he's buying a Jeep that he can't legally drive. Now I have to call him and say, hey, listen, I'm sorry, but all these lights are on and I don't know when I can fix it. So let's get it back to my shop, give this guy the bad news, and see what we can do from here. Number one, gone for the day. She has left the building. So there it goes, it's gone. Now that Jeep wasn't a headache, it really wasn't. I did everything that I was told it needed to do. The only problem was that part's on back order. So what can I do but be honest and tell him? He was 3 hours away, and before he left, I gave him a heads up and let him know what was going on with it. Now, I absolutely want to fix it for him. I want to make sure that thing is 100%. But I gave him a heads up and said, hey, the airbag light's on, the ABS light's on, the check engine light's on, all those things. It's up to you. If you want to take it now, you can, or we can just wait because the part's on back order. When it shows up, I'll take care of it, and then you can have it. But for me, it's going to sit here for who knows how long. For him, at least he can be out driving it around, and I gave him the warnings of what's up with it. So there's really nothing that's hidden. He's aware of what's going on. So that Jeep is gone. But it's not gone completely because I still need to figure out where in the country is that part and how am I going to get it for him so he can come back and I can fix it and have it finalized. And then he's happy and he's 100%. That Jeep was a lot of fun. And it was a gamble, but it was a good gamble. We had a good time with it. and I got to drive around a 21 Jeep Wrangler with 150 miles for 300 more miles. So all is good in the world of flying wheels today. 2 weeks later, I am here. Jeep Wrangler is on its way back because I cannot get the airbag control module that the vehicle needs to make it safe and reliable and inspectable. Now you'll see I have a ton of Jeep Wranglers. I've sold like 4 or 5 Jeep Wranglers since I sold that Jeep Wrangler 2 weeks ago. The problem is, it's a brand new Jeep. I sold it with like 400 or 500 miles because I got to use it a little bit this summer, but I sold it in August. So it means I had it April, May, June, July, August. 5 months I had that Jeep. That ties up a lot of money for a long time. Now I had it serviced, I had it inspected, I had it to the dealer twice, I had it to a body shop once, and still I can't sell it because I can't get the parts needed because they're on permanent back order. So I got a call from the dealer saying, Craig, sorry, that part you need is on permanent back order. We can't get it, you're not gonna get it, which means I can't sell that car to that guy because he can't get a state inspection because it won't pass emissions, it won't pass safety now. So he just spent $36,000 on a Jeep he can't even drive anymore. So according to our agreement, I will now have to take that thing back and give him his money back. Okay, so I have the Jeep back at my shop. I'm just gonna run this thing back through the auction because I can't do anything with it. I can't sell it to the public. I have to sell it wholesale. I have to get rid of this thing. So I have an auction company coming today. They're gonna list it for sale. Let's see what we can get. Tengo uno problema. The auction came. I told them about the accident. It has an MSO title, meaning a certificate of origin. It has never been titled because it's a brand new Jeep. So what did he do? He labeled it as a branded title, which means it's not a clean title, but it is a clean title. But he branded it that way, he listed it that way. Now nobody's gonna bid on it, so that is out the window. That is not gonna work. The highest bid was like $22,000. I can't take a hit on that, and it's listed incorrectly. So just to prove everybody correct that it is a clean title, even though I said it is a clean title, I'm going to go to the state, get a new title in our name. That way it's not a certificate of origin, it's actually a New Hampshire title in our name. Then I could sell it to auction, or hopefully the part is in by then, I don't know. It's a month later now. Great news and bad news. The part is available now, and the part has been available this whole time. That's the bad news. What happened was the dealer gave the part a new item number. So every time somebody looked up the old part, they couldn't find it because it's a new part number, which is probably why I was given the wrong part originally from the first dealer that fixed it for me. And I send it to the dealer because I just want it done right, right? That's the point. I'm supposed to send it to the dealer so they do it right, even though they didn't do it right. So now I have the part coming, and I have somebody that's buying it for all the money. They're paying $36,000, so we make a profit. It's worth tying it up for 6 months. No big deal, the car's gonna be gone. Except, now there's a whole other problem. The title is at the state getting issued to us. It hasn't even been processed yet. I have no idea how long it's gonna take. The state is on back order for 6 to 8 weeks. So I don't know if the title's gonna show up next week or 3 weeks from now, and I can't sell it without a title because the buyer's out of state. So now I have to wait for that title to show up. So this thing is a constant process, a constant headache. It's like one hoop to jump to the next hoop, to jump to an even bigger hoop, one after another. All right, part is in. I'm not even gonna mess with anything anymore. I'm just gonna bring it to the dealer. I'm gonna have them install it. I'm gonna have them go through it. They're gonna take care of it. And I'm gonna get a brand new 21 Jeep Wrangler with, now it has 950 miles on it because we've been using it, and the previous purchaser drove it way up to Maine and way up back. So he put like 600 miles on this thing. Nevertheless, I get to take it to the dealer, have it fixed, and wait for the title to show up. As soon as the title shows up, I have a really, really patient buyer who knows the process of the title, and as soon as it shows up, he has the check issued to us ready. All is good. The Jeep is going to sell.
1 week later.
Jeep is gone. We sold it for $36,995, and we took in a trade of that 2013 Infiniti G35. Now that's 2 positives out of 1 negative. The Jeep is gone. We made a profit. We took in a trade. Now we get to detail that, clean, service it, and sell another car. So we have another car to sell. So 7 months later, the Jeep is gone. No longer a headache. It was summer at least. I got to enjoy it for a little while, and now it's out of our hair. And we can move on to trucks and SUVs because winter's coming, sad to say. This video was at all entertaining, helpful, informative, anything, do me a favor, give me a thumbs up and subscribe down below if you haven't subscribed. If you're into anything auto related, click on the links down below because you can follow us on TikTok for our day-to-day, Instagram for our day-to-day, Facebook. We post different videos on each form of social media. And also, last thing, startyourdealership.com, and Flipping Cars 101 is almost complete. I'm talking like weeks away. I'm going to teach you everything and guide you step by step. It doesn't matter how much or little knowledge you have. I will teach you how to either flip cars legally or start your own dealership, get your own dealer's license, find your own location, and start your own business. I'm super, super excited about this. Way more information than these YouTube videos. I am literally going to take your hand and walk you step by step. It's amazing. So make sure you go to startyourdealership.com or flippingcars101.com to find out more information. I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a great day. Adios.